Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela and today I am going to be breaking down some influencer tips and secrets that a lot of you guys may not know. As someone who has been a content creator for about a year now, a little bit over a year, I've definitely learned a couple of things that I didn't know before I had started in the industry. So like always, I have my laptop in front of me, my water bottle. Today we're just going to be talking about these things that a lot of people may not know, and if you want to get started in the industry, become a content creator, whether it's within business, fashion, whatever, these are going to be really good tips that I feel like you guys should know. Subscribe, follow my Instagram, which is Pamela Valdez, as well as my TikTok, where I post videos daily on how to work with brands, become a micro influencer, how to DM and email brands, all that kind of stuff. And then also my social media management agency, it's the same at Valdez Agency on Instagram as well as on TikTok, and I post videos on how to become a social media manager, tips on getting clients, all that stuff. And don't forget, on Mondays I do videos on social media management, and then every Friday, like today, is videos all about how to become an influencer and just exposing some tips and secrets that may help you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that a lot of people don't know when it comes to micro influencing and working online is net 30 and net 60 payments. So it may seem typically like all influencers just receive thousands of dollars, or that they just easily have to post on Instagram and then they immediately get that payment right into their bank account, and then they can go to like Chanel or whatever and then spend all that money. Brands usually don't pay these content creators until 30 or 60 days after the campaign is over. So for example, I just did a campaign back in May, early May, and I'm not getting the payment for that until this month. So that was almost 2 months ago, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that I did that 2 months ago, and then in July now is when I'm getting the payment. So it may seem like, you know, you can just post on Instagram and like you're gonna get that payment right away, you can go and spend it, but usually you will have to wait 30 or 60 days. Now every brand is different, some maybe will pay you 20 days after, but the thing that is to know is brands typically do not pay you right after the campaign is over. They usually wait a certain amount of days, and I'm still not entirely sure why this is. I have to do a little bit more research on that, but that is something that a lot of people really don't know, and this is just a huge secret that I wanted to quickly talk about because it's not always an immediate payment, and this isn't something like super scandalous or anything bad. It's just that a lot of people online don't really talk about that. You just always see TikToks of people saying like, hey, make money online, become an influencer, do this, do that. And no one really talks about how you have to wait like a certain amount of time before you get paid. You know, a lot of people out here really depend on social media as their main source of income. So when you have to wait that long and you have to pay bills and do things, it can be a little bit of an issue. So it totally varies for everyone, and like how difficult having these net 30, net 60 payments are. The second tip is that you don't always wake up every single day and then just have your inbox flooded with opportunities from brands that want to work with you. So a lot of people also assume that influencers or content creators in general just have DMs and then have brands waiting, you know, at their beck and call to want to work with them. They'll be like, hey, we'll offer you this, blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of these influencers don't really get to like how they are now without going through many months, even years of really hard work. I'm gonna get to that in like another tip that I have. But you may see online these really big influencers that are getting really cool collabs and really cool opportunities and all these campaigns and stuff or whatever, but a lot of these influencers usually apply themselves to get these opportunities through influencer platforms. So I did see a couple of influencers on TikTok. They had done a couple of campaigns with Kate Spade and Coach, and a lot of these content creators had under 20K followers. So these people usually apply through influencer platforms, and then that is how they get these really big campaigns. So it's not always, you know, a brand just emailing you and saying, hey, we really want to work with you. Typically it's them that have to do the extra work and get these opportunities, put themselves out there, because it's not an easy industry, especially because everything is just getting really saturated nowadays. Not even just social media, but literally a lot of things are getting really saturated. For example, like real estate, like everything is oversaturated. It just requires you putting yourself out there, you doing the work and seeing where you can get yourself. It's gonna take a lot of rejection and you're gonna just have to deal with that, but that's life. That's a lot of industries out there. And this is a secret, I would say, because a lot of people believe that you just have to wait around, take a bunch of pictures, and then just wait for a brand to contact you. But in all honesty, it's just a mix of hard work so that you can provide content every single week for your audience, and then they're going to be waiting around, you know, what's new, what's this person going to do. And it just requires a lot of extra steps, you know, DMing, emailing people on your free time, and you are just a whole like marketing and production and team, like you're literally a whole team by yourself, so it's a lot of work. The third thing is sometimes brands will not offer to pay you, and they will also ghost you when they do have to pay you. So I'm speaking from experience when it comes to this. It's very important that you sign a contract or that you put more emphasis on the payment with a brand before you finish the content or have it go live, unless they tell you we are going to pay you 30 to 60 days after the campaign is over, and you sign a contract that says that, then yeah, like definitely wait. They gave you like written statements saying you have to wait. But if a brand is not asking you to sign a contract and they want to work with you, they're going to send you something or whatever, they want you to promote something like an app, or there's like a new campaign coming out and they just want you to promote that, like a sale or whatever, and they don't make you sign a contract, but they're like, we want you to do this and we'll pay you like this amount. It's really important that you put this emphasis on the brand that you are only going to be able to receive the payment like after you complete a certain amount of content for them, because I'm telling you, these brands out here are going to take advantage of you, and they are going to be like, oh, they're just, you know, they're just going to post this for me and I'll decide when I want to pay them. Like, it's our time, it's our effort, it's what we're doing to promote them, and then they can't even simply give us compensation for that. So I had an issue previously where I had to make 4 TikToks for this like brand, this app, whatever, and they have ghosted me since June. I emailed them a couple of times afterward, and I explained like I made the 4 videos you asked me to do, and even though my videos didn't go viral, because they were like, your videos will go viral, trust me, like don't worry. And then none of my videos ended up going viral, so I guess that's why they don't want to pay me. But it's like I still made the effort to make the videos and then promote this for them that they can use to repost on whatever. And it's just annoying because big content creators, small content creators, we all go through this. So I'm telling you, like, really emphasize on the fact that you want to get your payment and that you are going to have to sign a contract to ensure when this is going to happen. And this is all just to protect you in the end so that these people don't take advantage of you. Number 4 is not every influencer has these really crazy moments of luck, and a lot of the time it's really slow growth. So on a realistic note, obviously all of these like TikTokers that got really big, that's something that was a moment of luck. But if you want to become like a content creator, work online, make that your full income, a lot of the time it's just going to require hard work, and that's a given. You know, it's not something that looks like it's going to be easy. It's going to be hours worth of you making TikToks for your content. A lot of the time you spending your own money that you're working for and an actual job to keep coming up with really cool new outfits and content for you to post out there. Like, it is going to take years for you to grow at some rate. You know, with now that we have TikTok out here and it is really helping people on Instagram, it's kind of like a little hack, but it's still gonna be years of, you know, you working and you really grinding and putting yourself out there in order to finally make this your full income. So I just want to talk about these 2 influencers that I seriously adore. They're kind of like my mentors, people that I really look up to in the industry. And the first one is Chriselle Lim, and I seriously adore her. She had a fashion blog, and she was just doing like random freelance stuff in her career for like a magazine she was working for, and she just always knew she didn't want to be tied down. She eventually wanted to have a family and have kids and all that stuff, and she was working for I think like about 6 years before she finally was able to make a full income and then walk away from her day job and do social media full time. So that's just a real story, and you guys can like watch her on YouTube. I follow her on Instagram. Her TikToks are so good. Like, I just love her. Another influencer is Xenia Adance. I think that's how you say her name, but she's literally so precious. She was in the Forbes 30 under 30 list, and I really look up to her as well. So she started using Instagram back in 2012, and she was just uploading videos like first on Facebook, and then she moved over to Instagram, and then she started getting like a bunch of likes on there more than on Facebook. And then A lot of people like in college were making fun of her and stuff, and I think she was doing finances because that was what she went to college for, and she really liked that. But in 2014, like when she had finished school and whatever, and she was learning more about marketing, she realized like you can get paid for posting pictures on Instagram for these brands. And now she's like going to Fashion Week, working with Louis Vuitton, all this stuff, and it's just something that seriously motivates me. And I always go back and I watch all their videos on just how they got to where they are now. It's super inspiring, super motivating. So it can be easy like to compare yourself online and wish that you had these lives of people that you see on social media, but it's really important to remember that everyone has their own time, everyone has their own moment, and just all this work that you're doing is going to pay off. Like I have all my moments where I think, is this really worth it? Like do I really have to keep spending money that I'm working for in my regular job to go out and buy these clothes and then post them on Instagram to get like 100 likes, and then no one is going to want to work with me? Like I have these moments all the time, and it's just something that we have to realize our hard work is going to pay off one day. And being a content creator, it looks so much easier said than done because there's so much work, and only we know all the work that goes into it and that it requires. So I'm telling you, no one's going to know until they're in your shoes how much work it is, but it's all going to pay off one day. Just don't compare yourself to what you see online, and it's going to be slow but really good growth. Fifth tip is that you are probably going to get burnt out really easily, and there's also like no days off. So this is something that I really have been working on for myself, which is having days off and being okay and not feeling guilty if I can't go out and shoot content. I haven't posted on Instagram I think in like almost a week and a half, and every single day I just feel so guilty, and I'm like, I really need to go out and shoot content. Like it's beautiful out right now, so I'm gonna see if maybe later I can go out, but seriously, like it has just been really hard lately to find inspiration. There's like a storm out right now too, like, and every single day it's thunder, it's raining, and like it's just so uninspiring. So I'm trying to learn to be okay that it's totally okay to have days off, because being a content creator, a blogger, or doing anything that is related to this industry is a full-time job on its own, and a lot of people don't realize that. So it looks a lot easier said than done. Like you're buying clothes, you're posting in them, and you know you're gonna get paid, but it's literally a whole team of you by yourself, because you have to find the outfits, you have to put it together, you need to try to have a cohesive feed, find a day during the week that you can shoot, and try to see if you could find someone to shoot with and how it works with their schedule. Are you going to be filming a video like during that time? Like, are you going to vlog it? Are you going to be filming a reel too of like, this is how I shoot content? Like I said, if you're doing a video, you have to like shoot it, you have to record some videos in between shots and then edit them later, post on a bunch of different platforms in order to drive traffic to that post, find brands to work with you. You're going to be applying for campaigns, hours worth of emails. This all adds up, and it's just something that we do, and we always have to do that. So as a result of this, you're often going to really feel burnt out, and you're going to wonder like, is all this work even worth it? But I'm telling you that this is something a lot of people don't show online, but it's just the reality of trying to balance like your personal life, family life, time for yourself, and being a content creator, and then also your full-time job if you have a full-time job. So it's a lot of work. A lot of people don't show this, and self-care is seriously so important. Your mental health always has to come first, and I'm telling you, have days where you just go and you like treat yourself. Maybe you want to go and like buy something, and you're like, I've had my eye on this for a while, I want to get it. Or maybe you just want to have a day off where there's no emails, no phones involved, you just go out and you like spend the day walking around or whatever. Like, have days where you treat yourself, and there's a lot of self-care involved, because there's so much that goes into being a content creator that you can really be burnt out and have content blocks for weeks, and you're like, I'm so uninspired, unmotivated, I don't know what to do. So I really want to stress this. And last but not least, brand deadlines piling up can sometimes leave you really stressed. Having a good management schedule is so important when it comes to being a content creator, and making sure that your deadlines are not coming up soon so that you have time to put them together. And if the brand has to critique it and tell you, hey, we need you to re-record this, or we didn't really like these photos. So having good time management, maybe using a spreadsheet or something when you're working for yourself, is so important, because you can get really excited, take on a bunch of campaigns, and be like, okay, you know, like I have all these brands working with me this month, this is so good. And then you realize, okay, wait, there's 7 deadlines due by the end of next week, and I only have 2 of them done. So you will be really stressed at times, and I have faced these really overwhelming moments myself, and you know, because you just get really caught up in the moment and you're like, this is so exciting, and then you end up waiting last minute to do everything. So I would really just recommend, number one, creating a spreadsheet and then separating it into 3 different sections. So have one spreadsheet just for finances, just for money that you're going to be making off of social media and everything that you're getting paid for. Have a second spreadsheet specifically for gifted campaigns and the deadlines to post them. And the third spreadsheet, have this one specifically just to keep track of paid campaigns. So this is going to be the deadlines for when you have to post these. Don't get this mixed up with the first spreadsheet, which is specifically finances and how much you have made from social media. I recommend having all this because you can easily monitor your progress, and you're going to see money that's coming in, deadlines that you have, all this kind of stuff, and you will know, okay, hey, I made $500 last month and this month I only made $300. You know, let me try to push a little bit harder. Just track your growth, as well as make sure that you give yourself business hours. You should not consistently be working all day and get no breaks and not putting you and your mental health first. Like, seriously, that's the last thing that you should be doing. For example, 9 to 5 hours, or maybe you want to sleep in a little, you can work 11 to 7. Just adjust your hours accordingly. Maybe have self-care days or nights. Like I mentioned before, if you worked really hard this month and you want to get a new pair of shoes or a handbag, treat yourself. Why not? You worked really, really hard. Look over and see everything you did and make yourself believe that you deserve that. You know, don't think I'm undeserving of this, I didn't work hard enough. Yes, you did. Like, you sacrificed so much of your time and your effort into working for all these brands and, you know, pushing yourself to try to get more notice online. So give yourself whatever you want and just do anything that allows you to be with yourself and spend time on your own. It's super essential and it's super key to anyone out there. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe, comment any other videos that you guys want to see related to social media management, working online, how to work with brands, all that kind of stuff. I have worked with 20+ brands, so if you want to go through my Instagram and like let me know a specific brand that I worked with and give a specific story time on that, I definitely can. Also follow my Instagrams, Pamela Valdez and Valdez Agency. On there, I try to post as consistently as I can, and I really enjoy making these videos. I'm really happy that I'm a lot more consistent now with my schedule, and I keep getting a lot of more DMs from you guys on my Valdez Agency account and as well as on my main, you know, saying how can I become a micro-influencer and all this stuff. So I really hope that these videos are helping and that they are putting you guys that, like, giving you guys that step forward into getting your dream career. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and I will see you guys on Monday.